Okay, good morning, third grade. Today's lesson is the lesson 101, and that is on page 540. 540, lesson 101. We're talking about dividing two-digit numbers here today. Dividing two-digit numbers. So what I want you to do is get out a little piece of paper or an index card and then copy this down. This is very important, okay? The steps to dividing is this right here. Dad, mom, sister, brother. Divide is the first step. Multiply is the next step. Subtract is the next step. Bring down is the last step. Write that down on a piece of paper. Okay? All right. So, those are the steps. I have them on the board as well. DMSB. The steps to division. Divide first, multiply, then subtract, then bring down. And I'm going to show you those steps right now in just a second. But first, let's go to our new concept. And we have a lot of reading to do together, okay? So I'm going to sit down and we're going to read our new concept together, okay? So read it together. Let's read this together as we go. To sort a number of objects into equal groups, we can divide. In previous lessons, we learned how to divide using pictures, manipulatives, and the multiplication table. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to divide two-digit numbers using pencil and paper. Okay? That's how I learned when I was little, and that's how you're going to learn. Think about how to answer the question in the following story. Let's read a story together now in a new concept, okay? Dan has a stack of 90 baseball cards. He wants to put the cards into a photo album. Each page of the album can hold 6 cards. How many pages can he fill? As Dan begins putting 6 cards on each page of the photo album, the number of cards in the stack become less and less. 90 minus 6 cards on the first page equals 84 now. 84 minus 6 cards on the second page equals 78. And I'm reading. 78 minus 6 cards on the third page, and that's 72 now. We could continue subtracting 6 cards each time, right? Until all the cards have been put into the album. But a faster way to subtract the same number over and over is to divide. That's right, I said it. We're going to divide. Long division today, okay? So, we're going to, here's how we can write the division. So, they wrote the 6, and then they did the dividing symbol, and then 90. Okay? First, but how do you read it? 90 divided by 6. That's how you read it. First, we look at the digit in the tens place. And then we think, so the blue 9, right? We think how many groups of 6 are there in 9? So they drew 9 pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They drew circles, right? The blue circles there. So they circled the 6 circles there. Right? They circled the 6 circles. So, how many groups of 6 are there in 9? How many groups of 6? Only one group, right? Exactly. There's only one group of 6 in all of the 9. So, we circled one group of 6. So, 9 divided by 6 is actually only equal to 1. Right? So, 9 divided by 6 is 1. We see that we can make one group of 6. So, we write a 1 above the 9. So, I'll put it on the board as well. So we have 9 divided by 6. And it only can go on one time. So we're putting a 1 on top there. On top of that 9. So our first step is to divide. What do we divide? 9 divided by 6. So we divide the first number with this outside number. Okay? That's our first step. 9 divided by 6 is only 1. We can't go to 2 because if you see in the picture there, I'm going to show you my book here. If you see that picture there, there's only one group of 6. There's not 2 groups, right, third grade? So 9 divided by 6 is only 1. It's not 2. It's only one group that can fit in there, okay? So 9 divided by 6 is 1. Now, we also see that we have 3 circles left, don't we? I know that. So we show this by subtracting 6 from 9. So we divide. 9 divided by 6 is 1 is our first step. So let's check mark that off. Okay, 3rd grade. So far so good. Then we multiply. 1 times 6 is, so we multiply the top number times this number. So 1 times 6 is 6. That's right. We write it down underneath the 9. Okay? Then our next step, so we already multiplied, so I like to check mark because it's just different steps, okay? We subtract 9 minus, and I like to put my minus sign right there so it reminds me that I need to subtract. 9 minus 6 equals 3. Very good. I just subtracted 9 minus 6. Don't worry about the 0 right now, okay? So I check mark the S. Then we have to bring down. Bring down the 0. Okay. And let's keep going here. Okay, so we brought down the digit in the ones place, right? See that? We brought it down. And maybe I should use a different color for the bringing it down. Can you see it better? Okay. So now we have 30. We think how many groups of 6 are there in 30? So if you look at the picture here. Okay, sorry guys, that thing fell, obviously. Let me just set it back up here. Okay, I think we're good to go again, hopefully. All right, can you guys see that? Yep. Okay, good. Okay, so what I was trying to show you in my book was how many groups, if you can see it right here, of 30 go into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. So we have 30 divided by 6 equals 5. Good. We're going to put a 5 right there because we did 30. Whoops. We did 30 divided by 6 equals 5. Okay? And then we multiply. So we just divided. Then we multiply. 5 times 6 is 30. So we're going to put 5 times 6 is 30. So we just multiplied. Okay? All right. Does everyone see that so far? And then we're going to what's after multiplication? That's right, subtraction. What are we going to subtract? That's right, 30 minus 30. And that is 0. Is there anything else to bring down? No, right? So we did subtract, so I checked that off. There's nothing else to bring down. So we don't have to do that last step, okay? Sorry, there should be a blue check mark from the first time we brought it down, okay? So those are the steps for long division. Now, we're going to keep practicing this. Let's go ahead to example 1, okay? Example 1 says, Maria is putting a collection of 48 postcards into a photo album. Each page can hold 3 postcards, right? How many pages can she fill? So we have to divide 48 divided by 3. Can everyone see this? Yes, just making sure. Okay, ready? So I'm going to, where's my eraser here? All right, so we're going to erase these check marks because we're going to do this together. Okay, 3rd grade. So follow along with me. You guys are so smart, and I believe in you, and I know you guys can do this. Here we go. The first step we do is divide. What do we divide? The first number with the outer number. So 4 divided by 3. How many times can 3 go into 4? Only 1 time. That's right. Only 1 time. It can't go in 2 times, right? Because you have 4 circles. How many groups of 3 are there? There's only 1. We can't find 2 groups of 3 in here, right? Okay, so let me erase that. Now, we just divided. 4 divided by 3 is 1. Check mark that off. Our next step is to multiply. Good. What are we multiplying? 1 times 3, right? Our answer times 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. Very good. Of course, we put it there. And then we just multiply. Woohoo! 1 times 3 is 3. And then we subtract. Very good. So 4 minus 3. Don't pay attention to the 8 right now. 4 minus 3 is 1. Very good. Sorry, I'm trying to erase that. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we just subtracted. Every time we do a step, you want to check mark it off so you know you did it, okay? And then what do you do next? The B, of course. The B is bring down, right, brother? So we bring down. Let's do a different color. Okay. So we bring down, and that is, we bring down the 8. Now 1 and 8 together is 18, right? So we just brought down, check mark. Then we go back to step number 1 again, and that is divide, right? So divide, we divide. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Very good. We write the 6 on top. We just divided. Woohoo! And then we have to, what's after dividing? Multiplying. That's right. So multiply what? We multiply 6 times the 3. And that is 18. Very good. So we're going to write 18 there. We just multiply. And then what do? That's right, we have to subtract. We have our 2 answers already, so we're subtracting 18 minus 18 is 0. Good job. Is there anything else to bring down? Nope. So we're done. 48 divided by 3 is 16. And we just did our long division problem. Okay? We're going to do another one, an example 2. Example 2 here. All right. So it says, Rob has a handful of nickels that has total 80 cents. How many nickels does Rob have? So we have 80, right, divided by 5. So 80 divided by 5. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the steps again. And I'm trying to erase these check marks here, right? So let's go ahead and start this problem. All right. So the first step is to do the dad step, and that's divide, right? Divide. So what numbers do we divide? That's right, 8 and 5. Good. 8 divided by 5. So how many times can 5 go into 8? So if we have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many groups of 5 are there? So circle 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only one group, right? Only one can fit in there. So 8 divided by 5 is 1. Very good. We just divided. Then what do? Multiply. Very good. After we multiply, what 2 numbers do we multiply? That's right. The answer times 5. So what's 1 times 5? Good, 5. And of course you put it underneath the number. And then, let's check mark it off. Because 1 times 5 is 5. We just multiplied. Then what do we do next? The sister step. And that's subtracting. What do we subtract? Good. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. Very good. And then we do the brother step, and that is bring down. And I like to do a different color with that one. Bring down the 0. Good job. So let's check mark that off. And then after the brother, we go back to the dad again, right? So we go back to step 1 and divide. So we divide what? 30 divided by 5. Good. What's 30 divided by 5? Good, 6. We put the 6 on top. Very good. And then what is our next step? Sorry, I forgot to check it off. Our next step is to multiply, because after dad is mom. So multiply. Multiply what? 6 times 5. Very good. Our answer times 5. So our answer, 6 times 5 is 30. Good. So of course we put 30 down here. We just multiply. So after we multiply, we subtract. Very good. So 30 minus 30 is 0. Good job. We just subtracted. Is there anything else to bring down though? Nope. So we're done, right? So our answer is 16. Okay? 80 divided by 5 is 16. Isn't that cool? We found that answer, and we're doing long division now, 3rd grade. So I would just start practicing at home with different long division problems, okay? And again, 3rd grade, just try your best with long division steps. If you are confused about the steps, you can rewatch this video as many times as you need to, okay? Because I know long division, if we were here at school, we would do this lesson like a bunch of times, okay? I want you to keep practicing at home, try your best, And make sure you're doing your lesson practice, muscle math, problem solving, and written practice, all of those. And again, you guys are smart. You guys can do this. I know you can. Do your best on this, and I'll see you soon.